Nearly every decision that people make is based on what other people will think of them. We are programmed and conditioned to go in search of the dreams that we are told to go in search of. Get the house, get the car, get married, have kids, get a dog, get a cat, get into debt. We may find ourselves living other people's values and their expectations of us, whether they be our parents, friends, society, culture, or religion. Have you ever gone to post something on Facebook and hesitated because you were thinking, oh my God, what will people think of me if I post this? No? Yeah. Oh, thank you. Both of you. It's not just me then. I believe every one of us has an inner intelligence, an inner innate intelligence, an inner voice that many of us stop listening to around about the age of 10. A creative genius that is suppressed as we start to live our lives according to the rules and being worried about what other people will think of us. 2 years ago, I made one decision that changed my life for better forever. It was on this very same stage that I heard the word shared by Tony J. Salimi, a human behaviour expert, bestseller and award-winning author, internationally known as the See-Through Coach, that inspired me to embark on a life roller coaster that not only shook the foundations of who I thought I was back then, but put me on a path to unravel, see and acknowledge my truth that was being kept hostage in the most secure prison created by my ever-evolving ego. I was at a point where I could feel the inner voice wanting to guide me on the path I truly wanted in life. But I was blocking the inner alarm, the voice that knows, and choosing something different that I was not aligned to. There's the voice of the ego mind and the voice of the heart or intuition. The heart will whisper to you softly, and you really have to listen in a world where you've been taught not to listen and to take the advice from others. The ego has a big megaphone, and it's like listening to 1,000 negative gossiping relatives and neighbours. You're in a hair salon on a Saturday morning and there's 2 grandmas and they're having their hair blow dried and they're gossiping about the churchgoers and the butcher's wife and the storekeeper's husband and how the neighbours' kids, friends are making the road look like a second-hand car yard, and it's all this noise of judgment and criticism. And have you ever tried to reason with Grandma? I did once. I said, Grandma, I'm not saying that your perfume is too strong. I'm just saying that the canary was alive before you got here. That's the voice of the ego. It keeps on at you. And then there's the heart, and the heart is saying, if you listen to me, you can do anything and life will be amazing. And the ego is saying, don't listen to that voice. No, I want tomorrow to be the same as today. Next week to be the same as this week. We're comfortable. Don't go changing a thing. So for me, there was this battle going on between the ego and the heart, and I had to decide which one I wanted to follow. The voice that was coming from the depth of my being that could not be drowned out by addictions, or the comfortable ego keeping me small and unfulfilled. When we're younger, we want to become certain people and we imagine our life turning out this way, and when it doesn't start to happen like that, we get depressed, we feel lonely, we feel confused. And that's how I felt. I was feeling that, okay, why am I not doing what I wanted to do when I was younger? And it's called like the pre-midlife crisis. That's what I heard it said, and this is the type of thing that happens to a lot of people. The suicide rate for people going through midlife crisis has increased by 40% since 2008, and 80% of this is men. 4 out of 10 men have thought about suicide. That's good people checking out, giving up on things getting better for them, too modest to seek help because for some unknown reason they think they know it all and that they don't need help, when deep down they know they are the ones that need it the most. And this is not just regular people, but also celebrities, such as the most recent cases of Chris Cornell, Chester Bennington, Robin Williams and Whitney Houston, whom to many had the perceived perfect life of fame and fortune. But inside, they were crumbling. Millions, if not billions of people are suffering in silence, afraid to speak their truth for fear of what their friends will say or what the gossiping grandmas and neighbours. What this led me to do is to create Living My Illusion, to point the camera back at me and look at the decisions and choices I made out of need and fear for social inclusion. How I was seeking outwardly for validation to be liked by others and seeking approval. What I noticed is happening within other people as well. They truly have a gift to give, but they don't know what it is or where to start. I thought, okay, if I turn the camera back on me and if I point out the illusions that I have created, the pain, then maybe that can shine a light for others to acknowledge their truth and go in search of their dreams without fear of what people will think of them. Working with Tony was such a life-changing experience. I wanted to tell the world about it. Just like we tell friends about that great restaurant that you have to experience, that film that made us laugh out loud, or anything that we have personally experienced that has helped us. And I just wanted to let people know about that. And that was sort of met with a kind of like, you've got a life coach, what's wrong with you? Because there was nothing wrong with their life, or they didn't perceive anything to be wrong with their life. And I say to you, if you're feeling that you have a gift to give, then you can watch Living My Illusion, what we created on film, and you can get one of Tony's sensational books, A Path to Wisdom or #Loneliness, the virus of the modern age, or like I did 2 years ago. You can choose to take action and go in search of the dreams that you want to, the miracles that you want to create in this life, in the time that you have on this planet. Investing in you is you are your greatest asset. We are our greatest asset. Why wouldn't we do that? We upgrade our mobile phones to have the faster processor, the sharper camera, the bigger storage, but we don't invest money in our own personal development to become more, to earn more, and have a better user experience of life. Every day, we make choices and decisions, and we can choose to make these choices out of need and fear for social inclusion, for fear of what the gossiping grandmas, our neighbours and friends may say, or we can make them from listening and trusting to our heart and intuition, the voice of love that is guiding you, and who knows who you truly want to become. And finally, I leave you with this. Trust your journey. Invest in yourself. Listen to your heart, and amazing things will start to happen. Thank you.